So today we're making Guinness Brown bread. This is a really quick and easy and simple, wholesome brown bread recipe that's definitely worth making and worth getting the ingredients. A lot of the ingredients you'll have already. Some you might have to just go out and buy. I'll show you now. So for this recipe today we have baking powder, treacle, salt, Guinness. So 1 can of Guinness, that's 500 mils, exactly what we need. So 1 can, 2 eggs, buttermilk, wholemeal, coarse wholemeal flour, plain flour, porridge oats, your weighing scales, and I have a well-oiled, and I also have a lined flour tin, okay, bread tin, because my one is a bit old, a few scrapes, so just in case I oil it, or you can butter it and then put the grease-proof paper on it as well, just in case, to make it nice and easy to take out. I also have a measuring jug, I have a spoon, a large bowl, and I have a large tablespoon, and I have a teaspoon. Okay, so I'm using my mixer. So this is my KitchenAid mixer, which I'm using. You can use any mixer you have. Even if you don't have a mixer, just use your wooden spoon. It'll do the same thing. This is just going to take a bit of the hard work out of it for me, but like I said, you don't have to use it. Okay, so first of all, for our recipe, we are going to put all the dry ingredients together. So for the dry ingredients, we need 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Okay, so 1, you don't have to be exact, and 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Okay, so then we have 350 grams of coarse brown flour. Okay, so I'll bring this a bit closer so you can see it. So our brown flour is going in, and you'll see one of my earlier videos shows you how to use the weighing scales if you're not sure. So you need to remind yourself. So 350. Okay, so that's exactly how much I have in the bag as it happens. Okay, so 350 grams of brown flour goes in. Next we have our white flour, so plain flour. Just 50 grams of plain flour. Okay, so that's our white flour. Next we need our porridge oats, so just 50 grams of porridge oats. So in with our porridge oats. Okay, so next we need our pinch of salt. Okay, so pinch of salt. And just give it all a stir together. Mix all those dry ingredients up together. Okay. My mixture. I now have the treacle and 2 eggs in a separate bowl, and I'm going to add them slowly to all my dry ingredients, which are in my mixer here. Okay, so we'll turn our mixer on, and we're going to slowly just add our ingredients. Okay, you'll see the treacle, a lot of it sticks to the bottom of the bowl, but it will eventually go. So just scrape it in. Okay, so that's all our treacle gone in. Of Guinness, so we get our can of Guinness. Try not to drink it before you use it. 100 mils, okay, so just 100 mils of Guinness. And then you can enjoy the rest with your bread when it comes out of the oven. Add my Guinness to my mix. Okay, so next into the mixture is our buttermilk, so 200 mils of buttermilk, so that's 200 there. So 200 mils. Now this is the last piece to go in, so we're just going to slowly, you can see the consistency of it now, it's coming together, a mixture. So we're just going to slowly add our milk. And the milk should make it like a nice stodgy consistency. So you should end up with a sloppy consistency. So we're just going to increase the speed now to get it all mixing. And you'll see it's all starting to, now I'm just going to stop this and get my spoon and just knock it down a bit into it. Because you'll see it's kind of all stuck there. Okay, and then you can get going again. So you can see that's the perfect consistency now, nice and sloppy. Ready to be transferred now into our tin. So we have our tin. So we're just going to pour our mixture into the loaf tin. Mixture out. It doesn't have to be perfect, it'll settle down in the oven anyway. Okay, so that's our mixture. Our oven is set to 170 degrees on fan oven. We're going to put it in the oven for 15 minutes. Then we're going to remove the bread from the tin and put it back in the oven for 15 minutes. This is our lovely Guinness Brown bread out of the oven, resting on a wire rack. If you don't have a wire rack, you can use the grill tray from your oven. And it just helps the bread cool fully without getting soggy on the base. When it's cooled slightly, then we can cut it and put some Kerrygold butter on it. Here's our Guinness Brown bread out of the oven. I've cut just a few slices and you'll see it's nice and moist on the middle. And really, just a bit of Kerrygold butter is all you need on your brown bread. And because it's lovely and naturally sweet with the treacle, I wouldn't put anything else on it. It's beautiful like that. So I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Please subscribe and like my video and share it if you can. And I'd be happy to get any feedback or any suggestions for different recipes. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.